What I'm going to do today is I'm going to give you one of my favorite conversations to have with the prospects. The first question is, have you ever started your own business? Or you can do one small enhancement to this. Have you ever thought of starting your own business? What is the target audience? Everyone. It could be direct, indirect, super indirect. It could be hot market, warm market, cold market. Now I want you to answer to me, tell me what it's like to start a business. Now you're going to go to question number 2. You're going to get an answer. If the answer is no, why not? So what do you think some of the answers you're going to get for why not? Too busy, don't have the money. Let me give you the real life answers, okay? If they were guaranteed they couldn't fail, most people would want to go into business for themselves. Here's why they don't. 1, they don't have a good idea. They don't have a good product idea. They don't have a good service idea, something that they're passionate about in order to be able to provide to the world. That's 1. Second reason is it's too scary. They would have to risk their family. They would have to risk their home. They would have to risk their comfort in order to be able to take this leap and go start a business. The average business in the United States, the average small business person spends $55,000 to start that business. So where do they get that money? Borrow it from friends, family. A lot of people struggle with the risk of their current situation. To get the leap to get to the next situation is too big. So that's the second area. Third area is they're not sure if they have the talent to grow a business. There's no place to really practice growing that business. You either have to do it or you don't. That's why people are so nervous about this. Some people got it back, some people didn't. Some people made a profit first year, most people didn't. So this conversation is so helpful because people want the dream, they don't know how to get there. When you ask them why not, if it's a no, then why not? And then just listen to what they have to say. Ask them more questions. It's because of this. It's because I'm not a salesperson. I don't have the chops. I'm scared of this and I'm nervous of that. I don't have a good product. I don't have a good location. It's too risky for the family. I got to make sure I keep my benefits, all that stuff. If it's a yes, how did it go? And if somebody asks you that question, how did it go? What did you learn? Are you still doing it? Would you recommend somebody else do what you did? If you could set up and have lunch with somebody and ask them the question, have you ever started your own business? You ever thought of starting your own business? If you ever thought of going into business for yourself, you ever thought of being an entrepreneur? They say, nah, why not? You don't like the idea of being your own boss? No, I like that idea. Why haven't you done it then yet? Well, the reason I haven't done it is because of this and this and this and this and this. If they say yes, please, I'm super interested in entrepreneurship. Tell me, how did it go? What did you learn? What was the experience like? Did it cost more than you expected? Did it take longer than you expected? What were some of the lessons that you could share with me that would help me on my entrepreneurial journey? And you're going to have a fun conversation. This is not really a pitch. You know what I'm saying? This isn't like some fancy script. It's just a really fun conversation. If no, if yes, then you go to if I, would you. Say, well, listen, that's part of the reason why I wanted to have this conversation with you, because I've always seen you as a person who is working for yourself, not for somebody else. I'm complimenting them. I've seen you as your own boss, not as somebody else, working for somebody else. I've seen you building your own empire. That's what I see in you. So let me ask you a question. If there was a way that you could start a business, very low price of entry, products already taken care of, all the regulatory stuff's taken care of, you don't have to have employees, there's support, you could start wherever you are, you can do it it's flexible, you could do it in the time that you have available, you don't have to risk your whole family in order to be able to see if this is a good future for you. You don't have to jump off the cliff and see. If there was a way, would you be interested in learning a little bit more about it? If I had this conversation with you, I promise you the answer 95% of the time is going to be sure, of course. I've learned, you need to throw the compliment in there. I've always seen you as your own boss. When I see you working for somebody else, it looks weird to me because you're more powerful than that. Now, if they said yes, how did it go? Now you're going to get a story. It was hard. It took a long time. It was this. I'm still trying to get my money back. I'm stressed out. I don't own my business. My business owns me. You get that whole story and you can have compassion for them. You can say, man, I'm sorry to hear that. In their story, they're going to tell you things that were not great. And then you have the ability to offer them a solution to all of those things that were not great. If I could show you, or if I could introduce something to you where you could benefits that you wanted to have from your traditional business, but you didn't have to have employees, you didn't have to manage the product. If I could show you that, would you at least want to take a look? At some point though, I think it's important for you to shift your posture and to say, look, I've got a vehicle. It might be for you. It might not. But if it is, we can make some money together. My posture is, if you're smart enough to get around me, you get me. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you you're going to get rich doing nothing or putting your name on something or making a video. But if you want another career, if you want something big, then we need to have a different conversation.